Hello and welcome. I'm back today with another Home Depot deal of the day that they're doing. It is today only for August 4th, 2025, and it is on HomeDepot.com website only, so it's not available in the stores there. It is only online. All right, so to get started here, they have the Milwaukee 12 volt. It is the fuel 3/8 ratchet kit with two 2-amp-hour batteries and a charger for $229. Saving $70. It's actually a pretty good deal there, especially on the fuel ratchet, which means it's brushless compared to the other ones that are out there. And the next up is the Ryobi 18 volt 6 tool combo kit with a 1.5 and 4 amp hour battery and charger for $213. That's saving $105. All right, the next up is the DeWalt 20 volt tough system 6 tool combo kit, and that's for $529. That's saving $370 there. It's 41% off. This is a pretty good kit here. It is brushless tools as well as coming with that tough system box there with the wheels to be able to cart it around. It's a pretty decent deal. It comes to about $88 per tool, and it does come with a 5 amp hour battery and a 3 amp hour one as well, and then a charger. So it's a pretty good deal there, especially if you're looking to get into the DeWalt platform. This is a great starter kit here, and it comes with an actual hammer drill, impact driver, oscillating tool, a grinder, the orbit sander, as well as the circular saw. So it's a pretty good kit there. I'd recommend that one. It's $529. That's a pretty good savings there. And then next up is the Rigid 18 volt 8 tool combo kit with a 2 amp hour and 4 amp hour battery and charger, a couple bags. That's also a pretty good kit there at a great price for only $399. That is saving $200 there. And those tools are a drill, impact driver, reciprocating saw, circular saw, compact job site blower, oscillating tool, as well as a random orbit sander and a flashlight. Of course, they are counting the flashlight as one of the tools. But again, with Rigid, it does come with a lifetime warranty. Just be sure to register that warranty. It is a pretty good deal at $399. And next up is another Milwaukee M12 ratchet. It's a 3/8 inch one. It is fuel, and it does come with two 2 amp hour batteries. So that one's priced at $229. That is saving $70. That's 23% off. And they do have another ratchet here, also for $229. It is the 1/2 inch one with two of the 2 amp hour batteries as well. And then another fuel ratchet. This one they have it paired with a 4 amp hour battery and charger for $219, saving $59. And then they have the stubby compact wrench kit with the high output battery as well as a ratchet, a fuel ratchet for $399. That is saving $50. Not so much of great savings, but I guess if you're in the market for a stubby and a wrench, that might be decent savings there. And then up next is the Milwaukee M18. It is the cordless combo kit, 4 tools, 2 batteries and a charger. Looks like a 5 amp hour and a 2 amp hour one. So the tools that does include is a 1/2 inch hammer drill, compact brushless impact driver, a hex impact driver, and the one-handed recip saw, as well as the circular saw, which is a 7.25 inch one. So that one's priced at $419. That is saving $200 there. And another Milwaukee kit they have for $229. It's the compact series of the drill and an impact driver, as well as another impact driver. This one is the compact series, and then the other one is the hex one. So they have that paired with 2 batteries and a charger for $229. That is saving $150 there. And then next up is the M12 installation drill driver kit. This is an awesome kit, and it does come with the 2 3 amp hour batteries as well as a 2 amp hour one, or actually 2 of the 2 amp hour ones. The thing that's great about this, it has a different heads here to do different tasks with it. So it has the right angle one, and then one that does an offset to where you can get into like tight corners with it. Then they have the hex attachment, and then the drill chuck. That's goes up to a 3/8 inch size drill bits you can put in there. So they had that price at $179. That's saving $140. That is 44% off. That's pretty good savings, because normally it's like the kit is just the 2 amp hour batteries that it comes with. Normally it's priced at around $199 for that kit, but they are throwing in the 2 extra 3 amp hour batteries for that $179. So pretty good savings there. And then next up is the Milwaukee M18. It's the Gen 2 mid-torque impact wrench, 3/8 inch size with a friction ring. They do have it paired with a 5 amp hour battery for $249. That's saving $280 there. It's 53% off. And it looks like it also comes with some sockets. Looks like the SAE sockets there. And then next up is the Milwaukee M18. It is the cordless fuel 5-inch random orbit sander with a 1/4 inch impact wrench for $199. That's a pretty good deal there. Saving $170. That's 46% off. This is the new random orbit sander that they recently came out with, so it's replacing the other one that they had previously. So a pretty good deal there at $199. And then they also have the Milwaukee. It is the grease gun with a 2 amp hour battery and charger. So it's coming with an extra battery for that kit for $249, saving $149. Pretty good savings there. And then from Ryobi, they have the trim router here, the compact one, for $118. And it looks like it comes with a few assortment of different router bits as well, saving $50. Not too bad there. And then next up is the Ryobi. It's the Plus HP brushless reciprocating saw. It does have 3 batteries total with that kit. Looks like 2 4 amp hour ones as well as a 2 amp hour battery for $159. That is saving $331 there. So this is going to be similar to the kit that they were doing during Ryobi days, where they had this exact battery kit for $199. Then you get the free tool option, and this was one of the options. So obviously it's even a better deal at $159 in case you did miss out on during the Ryobi days. And then getting into some more Ryobi options here, they do have the 18 volt 6 tool combo kit with a 1.5 amp hour and 4 amp hour battery, charger, and a bag for $208. That's saving $106. And it does appear that these are going to be the brushed tools versus that HP one is brushless. And they also have from Ryobi a 2 tool combo kit with the drill and impact driver with 2 batteries, charger. It looks like a screw bit set as well as a few drill bits in that kit as well for $111 there, saving $43. The next one, they do have a 6 tool combo kit with a 1.5 and 4 amp hour battery, charger, and a bag for $213. Looks very similar to the other kit over here. Yeah, it looks like they have a different. This one here has an additional screw bit set, whereas this one has like I can't hover over it without showing you there. It's like an adjustable extension that goes onto the impact driver or drill driver, whereas this one has like a drill bit set. So that's the difference in the pricing there. Otherwise, it's the same kit. And then next up is the Ryobi 18 volt 2 tool combo kit with also a drill bit set for $113. That's saving $45 there. And another one, looks like they're pairing up this Ryobi one with a wire brush set, looks like here, with the 4 amp hour. So it's the same kit as above. This one's priced at $216, so it just depends on what kind of kit you want additionally as far as what they're being offered on those other ones. And the next one, they do have the DeWalt. It is a 16 gauge finish nailer paired with a 4 amp hour battery for $379, saving $169 there. Basically, that's the price of the gun by itself normally, and they're just adding a 4 amp hour battery, which is good. And they do have a pneumatic 16 gauge 1-inch crown lathing stapler. I'm not sure how popular that gun is, but they had that price at $199. That's saving $97 there, and it looks like it comes with a pack of staples. And they do have another rigid option. It's the 5 tool combo kit with the 2 4 amp hour batteries, charger, tool bag, and accessories. So that's $299. That's saving $406 there. It looks like it does come with 2 4 amp hour batteries and a charger, so pretty decent there. Some more rigid options. They do have the bandsaw with a 2 amp hour battery and charger for $169, saving $169, so 50% off. It's a pretty good deal, because normally the bandsaws by itself is around that price, so it's pretty decent. And then they do have the rigid heat gun with 2 4 amp hour batteries and the charger for $149, also saving 50% there. Another good deal. And then a couple of Porter cable compressor options. They have one paired with 3 nail guns. It comes with a 16 gauge finish nailer, 18 gauge brad nailer, and a 23 gauge pin nailer, and a 25-foot hose for $229, saving $120. That seems like a pretty good kit there. You could do most trim work with that, especially having the pin nailer. You can do intricate trim installations with that. So it's looks like a pretty good kit there for $229. And then for $159, they have just a compressor paired with a hose as well as a base kit to do simple, like airing up tires, that sort of thing. For $159, that's saving $40 there. And here's another really good deal with the Milwaukee M18. It is the high torque impact wrench, 1/2-inch one with the friction ring. They have that paired with a 5 amp hour battery for $249. That's an awesome deal, saving 43%. Actually, I haven't seen it much lower than this. Maybe one time at $219, and I think that's going to be tool only for that price. So to get a 5 amp hour battery for $249. Yeah, excellent deal there. And they also have the 5-inch random orbit sander with two 5 amp hour batteries for $259, saving $150. This one might be an okay deal. It is saving 37%. But I think in the other deals that they had previously, where you're getting the two batteries and then the free tool for $199, thing like during Black Friday time, maybe wait for something like that. But who knows? Like with the inflation and the tariffs kicking in, I know Milwaukee is planning on increasing their pricing even more, from what I've heard online. And here's another good deal. It's from DeWalt. It is the cordless air compressor, the FlexVolt Advantage one. It does come with a hose as well. For only $169, that's saving $79 there. It's 32% off. I think normally the compressor by itself is around $200 or $220, around that range. So a pretty decent deal at $169. And another Milwaukee M18 deal. They have the oscillating multi-tool with two 5 amp hour batteries for $249, saving $129 there. Again, this is going to be the same kind of deal I mentioned before, like with the random orbit sander. So I think around the $199 range was when they were doing the two batteries and the free tool. And this was also one of the options, because this is not the fuel model. It's the brushed one. And then they do have the random orbit sander. I think this one was listed again, or this is a different one with the 5 amp hour battery for $199, saving $150 there. Or you can get the one-handed recip saw for $179, also with a 5 amp hour battery. That's pretty decent there, saving 42%. And then they do have the 3/8 Gen 3 compact impact wrench for $249, saving $170 there. Does come with the starter kit, so it would be a 5 amp hour battery and charger for that $249. So that's pretty decent there, 41% off. And then here's the Milwaukee. It is the 6.5-inch plunge cut track saw. They have that with a 5 amp hour battery for $449, saving $100. This, just so you know, it does not come with tracks though, so you'd have to buy the tracks separately. That's something I've been keeping an eye out for, would be this kit, the one that they have paired it with the track as well as the pack out case. I know previously they had it for right around this price, if I'm not mistaken, around the 500 mark. I don't know if I'll ever see that price again, but if I do, I want to pick one of those up. And if any of you happen to see that deal, be sure to let me know. And then next up, they do have the Milwaukee. It's the powered compact inverter with two 5 amp hour batteries for $219, saving $140. And then they have another fuel ratchet 3/8 inch one by itself for $139. That's saving $60. That's pretty decent savings there. They do have the Milwaukee drywall cutout tool with a 2 amp hour battery for $129. That's saving $99. That's 43% off. That's pretty good, especially to include the battery there. So that's a good deal. And then they have the M12. It's a 3/8 extended reach ratchet tool only for $179, saving $70 there. Another ratchet deal. They have it is the fuel model, 1/2-inch one for $139. It is the tool only, so another good deal there, saving $60. That's 30% off. Normally, you just don't see these go on sale. So then they do have one here that's paired with the mid-torque wrench for $359, saving almost $50. Not so much good savings there. It's only 12% off. Then they have a couple ratchets paired with two. They have this paired with two 3 amp hour batteries, but no chargers. They have that priced at $379, saving $128 there. And then the other option is two more ratchets that are also fuel. It looks like one is a 3/8 high speed and the other one's a regular 3/8 one. So they have that price at $299, saving $79 there. It's 21% off. Then they have a impact driver paired with the fuel one-handed recip saw for $179, saving $129. That is actually a pretty good deal. And then they do have the mid-torque impact wrench with the 3/8 size with the 5 amp hour, looks like the oil resistant battery, priced at $219. That is saving $210. That's 49% off. That's a pretty good deal. What it is like with the oil resistant, it has like an oil resistant coating on the battery for when you're working around cars, that sort of thing. It's not going to mess with the battery at all. And then they do have another option here with the oscillating tool paired with a 2 amp hour battery for $119. That's saving 50%. That's a great deal there if you're in the market for an oscillating tool. It is not the fuel one, but for $119, and then to get the battery, that's an excellent deal. And then they do have the Milwaukee, the paddle switch grinder with an impact driver, priced at $239. That's saving $180 there. Another good deal. Then they do have the metal shears paired with an impact driver for $199, saving $220. That's 53% off. Another good deal. So they have some really good deals here with Milwaukee today. They do have the compact router with a 1/4 inch impact driver, priced at $179. That's saving 47%. Another Milwaukee option with the oscillating tool. This is the fuel model as well as the fuel impact driver for $209. That's another excellent deal. Priced at $209, saving $180. That's 46% off. And then they do have the hammer drill, also paired with the impact driver for $179. Again, saving 47%. Another really good deal. Wow, yeah, some good deals with Milwaukee today. So be sure to check them out. They do have the DeWalt pneumatic cutoff tool for only $39. That is saving $30. Then they have a 2-tool combo kit with the pin nailer. I don't know why you need 2 of them. Maybe if you're running a crew or something, but they have that price at $129. That is saving 50%. So buy one, get one free. Maybe buy one and give one to a friend or something. So they have also the Milwaukee, just the 1/2 inch impact wrench with also the oil resistant 5.0 battery, priced at $249, saving $230 there. And they have from DeWalt a gravity fed pneumatic touch-up spray gun for $35, saving $13. A 2-pack of the 5.0 batteries for $149, saving 45%. Again, as far as the deal goes, something like this, I would wait and see what they're going to do if you have the flexibility of time. But wait and see what they're going to do maybe for around Labor Day weekend. Maybe they might roll something else out like this. But I just keep thinking about the $199 price when they had back at Christmas time for the 2 5 amp hour batteries and the charger, and then you're getting a free tool. So not necessarily a good deal here for the 2 batteries by themselves. And they do have this Milwaukee wrench kit for $396. I just don't think Milwaukee wrenches are, I think they're just too expensive. And I'm going to skip ahead through these like reciprocating saw and oscillating blades and wrenches. So they do have, say, $40 on the M18 cordless rivet tool with a protective boot. Yeah, that price is $799, only saving $40, 5% off. They do have a little bit of a better deal on this one here for $754, saving $245. It is a rivet tool. They do have a combination here of a 100-foot tape measure as well as a digital measuring wheel for $84, saving $25. And they do have the Milwaukee 18-volt brushless lockbolt tool. It's a 1/4 inch one for $1,200 there, saving $200. And they have a couple drill bit sets and screw bit sets as well as sockets. So different options there. So be sure to check out any of those if you're in the market for some of those things. I'm just going to skip ahead. And then they have a Forge starter kit with a 8 amp hour battery as well as a 5 amp hour one for $249, saving $210 there. That might be a decent pickup there for the Forge battery. And here's another good deal here. They have the rapid charger. It's a 6-port one for the M18. They have that paired with a 1/4 inch impact driver for $199. That's saving $190. Wow, that's 49% off. Excellent deal on that. And then here they have the M12. It is a 3-plane cordless laser. It's a green one, 250 foot. They have that paired with a 4 amp hour battery. So I actually have this laser, and they have this priced at $519. It is saving $169, so it is a good savings there. And I do have this laser. I do recommend it. It's pretty solid. But actually, I'm going to be doing a video here coming up in the next week or so. I'm going to be comparing it to another laser that's just under $200. And you'll actually be surprised at the quality of this one versus the Milwaukee. So stay tuned to that video. If you happen to use the laser every day, I would recommend the Milwaukee. But if you're a DIYer, use it on rare occasions, doing simple tasks and all that, I'm going to recommend the cheaper one. So be sure to check out the video when I do release it. And it's a good comparison between the two. You'll actually be surprised. Alright, then next up they do have the Ryobi compact glue gun kit with the 1.5 amp hour battery and charger for $59, saving almost $11 there. Wow, 16% off. And they do have the 18 volt glue gun. It is $39, saving almost $26. I do have this glue gun. It works pretty decent. And then from Ryobi they do have a router bit set, 15 pieces for $40, saving $30. And they also have from Ryobi the 1/2 inch deep impact socket set. It's 11 pieces in the SAE for $30, saving $10. Then they have a starter kit from Rigid, the 18 volt, 2 4 amp hour batteries, and the charger for $139. That is saving $169 there. And then from Bosch, they do have this Blaze 165 foot laser. It is a green one. I actually have this one here too, and it works pretty good. They have a price at $149. That's saving $20. So decent savings there on that. Alright, that's going to be it for the tool deal offerings for today. These other tools here are for the Pro Special Buy of the Week. So if you happen to be a Pro member, then you'd have access to these deals as well. Alright, so if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more of these tool deal videos that I do here in the future. I really do appreciate you watching, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.